February Sketchbook number 2 from Suzanne Gibbs Art. This entire sketchbook is filled with line drawings based on whatever I'm seeing or taking in from social media, or just any shapes or feelings that I'm wanting to put down. Sometimes I look through catalogs for ideas. And what I'm doing by filling sketchbooks with one tool, which is a black pen, and one size sketchbook, is to push the ideas within the parameters of, one size sketchbook with one tool. So what can these characters do when the parameters are that tight? Do I add words or do I leave words out? Do I add context or do I leave context out? Do I call these doodles, or are they more thought through and more sophisticated than a doodle? Every once in a while I break my rules and I add color. And some pattern that always seems to patterns seem to land in my sketchbook, and I think it's mostly when I'm, like I've said earlier, on the phone, or I just need that quiet time with the paper to settle my mind before I can draw something else. In a lot of these I was looking at the idea of household objects and what character do they have or not have. And ladders is a motif that I really hope to push further in my art practice in the future. So I practice them here. What do they look like when they're curved, straight, tall, long? And here was an idea of playing with scale and playing with multiples. I messed up and drew 2 right feet, and then when I thought about that, it's actually, there's something interesting about that. And there's that ladder motif again, and then patterning. So as I said in a previous video about my sketchbooks, I'm working out these characters and what they mean to me and why I'm drawing them and what purpose are they going to serve and where do they go. Right now they're in my sketchbook, but maybe one day they'll be in a book or in a fine art piece I create or in an art show I make. And another representation of a ladder that's folded. Sometimes I find that my sketchbook is around when I'm wanting to listen to a podcast and learn something about media, or to push my art further, to push my thinking further. We got the ladder going again, but this time it's a train track. And then, as I have done on other sketchbooks, lettering practice. What letters stay the same? How do they change? On this one, I think I was practicing what does it look like when the I's are at an angle and the A's or the O's are empty inside. Some of the characters, I could not think of words for them. Like, why? Maybe they don't need words. I'm happy to get feedback from anyone that might want to say, hey, yes, please put these on t-shirts, or oh my gosh, I want that one as a card. I'm kind of curious what you think, what you see. This was just practicing just the faces of characters, because when I'm doing the whole character, I might not have time to think about eye placement, mouth, what kind of angle. And by just doing studies of faces, I can more deeply realize how emotions are expressed with a line drawing. And I was exploring the idea of, again, household objects and characters. This one didn't get integrated as I might have liked, but at least the seed of an idea has been planted there. And I kept with that seed of an idea for a few pages, as you can see, household objects being a part of these characters. And this one, my patterning kind of got mixed in with my character. And the ladders. And thank you very much. That's sketchbook number 2 for February from Suzanne Gibbs Art. I appreciate your time with me while I went through those pages with you.